Mastering daily routines with frequency adverbs. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our English learning series. Today, we're diving into a fascinating part of conversational English: frequency adverbs. We will use these handy tools to describe our daily routines and habits. Remember, mastering frequency adverbs will significantly improve your fluency and confidence in everyday conversations. Before we explore the list of common frequency adverbs, let's clarify what they are. Frequency adverbs, as the name suggests, tell us how often an action happens. They're words we place before a verb to indicate its frequency. For example, in the sentence, I always eat breakfast at 7 a.m. Always is a frequency adverb. Now, let's move on to the main focus of today's lesson: a list of common frequency adverbs. 1. Always. This implies that an action is done 100% of the time. For example, I always brush my teeth before bed. 2. Usually. This means that an action happens most of the time, around 80 to 90%. For instance, she usually takes the bus to work. 3. Often. This adverb suggests that an action occurs regularly, but not all the time, roughly 60 to 70% of the time. For example, he often goes for a run in the morning. 4. Sometimes. This frequency adverb indicates that an action happens occasionally, about 30 to 50% of the time. For example, we sometimes eat out on weekends. 5. Seldom. This means an action doesn't happen frequently, roughly around 10 to 20% of the time. For instance, I seldom watch TV. 6. Rarely. This indicates that an action happens only on few occasions, say, 5 to 10% of the time. For example, they rarely eat junk food. 7. Never. This is used when an action doesn't happen at all, 0% of the time. For instance, he never skips his workout. In this section, let's practice with some examples. 1. I always wake up at 6 a.m. 2. She usually takes her dog for a walk in the evening. 3. He often reads a book before bed. 4. We sometimes have pizza for dinner. 5. I seldom drink soda. 6. They rarely miss a basketball game. 7. He never forgets to call his mom on her birthday. Try to form your own sentences using these adverbs. The more you practice, the better you get. Well, that wraps up today's lesson on frequency adverbs. Remember, these are an integral part of daily conversation, and mastering them will make your English sound more natural and fluent. Practice using them in your daily conversations, and you'll be a pro in no time. Until our next lesson, keep practicing, and as always, happy learning.